What is up, Retro Maniacs? My name is Mike. His name's EP. His name's Joe. And we're not here to give you one. We're not here to give you two. Just like every other week, we're here to give you 3 cards you need for your retro PC. Sometimes it's more than 3 because
sometimes we break the rules. He's done it too. He's done it too.
He has done it too. Yeah, you're both rule breakers, but I should know
You've
this
done it
by
too.
now.
You've done it too.
No, not me. Never. All right, I'll kick it off this week. I don't have the card, but I figured I would show you guys a picture. I would show you a big picture of it because it needs to have a big picture because the card is the 1998 Topps Super Chrome number 3 of Vladimir Guerrero. Look at hey, that works awesome. Pretty well. Maybe I'll start doing that everywhere.
That actually,
that's great. That's a
just because cool I want to shout out our old buddy IMO Mitch on Twitter because he posted a picture of that card. And I'm like, that's right. I remember that card. And I'm using that for my 3 cards this week. This, though, I went with the Super Chrome version, not the regular Topps or the regular Chrome. Do you remember Topps Super Chrome? There were 4x6 cards. They came in packs just like Topps Chrome.
So it was actually a big card.
Yeah, it's a 4x6 card. Yeah. So that's why I had to bring it on the iPad because having a little card just wasn't the same. You don't get the full effect. But yeah, it was only like a 36 card checklist in the Super Chrome set. They had a lot of the stars and stuff from the regulars. They're just jumbo versions of the actual Topps Chrome card. It's like a $2 to $3 card. Like obviously we know people don't like to have these cards because they're hard to store. People don't like, I don't like to ship them because they're a pain in the butt to ship. But yeah, I mean, just a really cool card, a great photo. I miss the days where they did some of these cool posed photos because some of those are really cool. Like there's a lot of them in the 90s that are, was it Benito Santiago that has the one where he's like taking his catcher's mask off and it's like from above him, like he's looking up at a pop-up, like just some really cool cards during that era. And this one is a big one.
Right. So 2 things I want to say. One, I love when they do stage photos like that. Didn't Drew Brees have like him catching a baseball or something like in one of his rookie year cards? Like back when they would get together for the rookie premiere or whatever and the photo shoot and actually take cool photos of them in real uniforms, not in 00 that say rookie across the back. So I really dig that. And I've actually become kind of a mark for oversized cards recently. Thank you. But they are a pain in the ass. And what year did you say that was from, Mike?
1998.
1998. It's kind of crazy that we are over 25 years away from that, and they still haven't done a good job of supplies for oversized cards. Come on, you've like these cards up here from the Rittenhouse Picard stuff. They don't even have sleeves; they're just in the top loader because they don't make big sleeves for cards like that. So it's like, come on, they don't make tons of binder supplies for thick cards. They don't make cool supplies for oversized cards. What are you doing? There's a market out there for it.
We should make them.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. We'll sell them from the All Tens website or whatever. We're Just Tens or whatever.
Just Tens.
From the same printer, the 3D printer, whatever we make our slabs from. We're also going to make supplies. So
yeah,
absolutely. Sure.
Yeah, Vladdy, one of my favorite players. I love to watch him play. So much fun, and so that's capturing the fun that Vladimir Guerrero was, back in the day. And I think, I feel like they're probably these companies are just saying, well, I can get these photos from the Associated Press or wherever they get the photos from, the licensed photos, so they'll just get those instead of having these. I wonder if that photo was taken by a photographer specifically for that, or just some fun photo shoot. But we need more of that. Like they should have sets that are just specifically fun photos like that, where they actually tell the photographer what they want, send them out there and get some cool photos. I agree 100%.
Yeah,
I do miss that.
Cool. Yeah. Do you have that in your collection?
I don't have that.
Oh, wow. Got to pick some of those up then.
Get Mike's iPad.
Well, again,
Just Mike, give him your iPad.
Borrow my
thing is-
iPad. Yeah.
well, the thing is, I'm one of those people who I'm not a huge fan of like odd sized cards.
Oversized card.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oversized cards, and like I so I'm just not. That's not one of my things. I'm okay with minis because they actually fit in the top loaders and
Right.
fit in on all the normal stuff.
And you did an extra innings where you talked about mini supplies.
I
Mhm.
feel like I
Yep.
saw a guy that did a
I
video
feel
all
I
about
saw-
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. All righty, P, what do you have for us this week?
I have a 1999 Fleer Force Vince Carter Air Force 1.5 insert. Now this was a complete set. It was all Vince Carter cards. I think there were 15 cards in this set. But so that like in 1999, his second year, they were already making full sets of his cards. You can't quite see it probably, but it is embossed as well. Like he's raised up, and this little thing across the bottom here is raised up. So it's a lot of really cool stuff. So it's from 1999. A really cool Vince Carter, one of my favorite players. So yeah, it's about $3 $3 to $3 to $6. There's one listed for 25. Don't pay the 25, but they're kind of all over
Of
the
course
place.
there
Again,
is.
Of
Right,
course there is.
Yeah,
And it was probably listed in 2021.
right.
Yeah,
There are
probably.
a lot of different photos of him, obviously in a set, a 15 card set, but this one's really cool. You can see he's driving to the basket, so just a cool photo too.
Fleer Force is not a set most people probably even
Right.
remember too.
I thought it was Fleer Focus when you first put it up there because I don't think they
Mhm.
made football. Did they make football for Fleer Force?
They made
That's
Focus,
not
but I
that
don't think
from-
they
that's
made. Yeah, I don't
right
think they
in
made
my
Fleer Force.
wheelhouse,
Yeah.
and I don't
Yeah.
remember.
I think it
that.
might have only been basketball, but
I
I'm
think so
not
too,
sure.
yeah.
They had so many like here and gone sets, and
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
I like to call them the identity crisis era, like the
Right.
late 90s and early 2000s. They were just like throwing stuff against the wall,
The
but they never
done.
stuck with anything. Like
yeah.
they had some really cool ideas, but I mean, they didn't catch on enough at the time, I guess, so they couldn't stick with them. But yeah, that's a
I
great card.
wish-
What's the significance of the 1.5?
Oh, he's number 15. 15
Oh,
cards
just-
in the set. He's
okay.
number 15.
Mm.
So yeah, I think the
Okay.
Air Force 1.5 was an all Vince Carter set. So
Oh, okay. That's why. I was
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah.
Awesome card. Yeah.
Yeah, and to your point, Mike, like remember Bowman Reserve? Like what a cool set that was.
Mhm.
They only did it for a year. It's like
Yeah.
a lot of these sets, one and done's. It's a bummer that they got rid of them. But that that's a cool card. I like the cards that are slightly embossed. Like
Mhm.
Clear Focus was that way too. They weren't like action packed embossed, but they were
right.
raised up a little bit, and you could feel like the texture of the
Mhm.
player coming out of the card. It was
Mhm.
it was really cool set.
All right. Wrap this up, Joe Day.
All right, I'm going back to 1994. One of the first sets I remember opening up was Playoff. Do you remember 1994 Playoff with
I
like
don't
what
know
they
what
call
it
it, the techno chromes, whatever they call it, tech
Mhm.
chrome. Yeah. And I bought some packs. My grandmother took me to like Giant or Wises or whatever at the time, and bought some packs of this for me. And I pulled what I thought at the time was the greatest card ever made of a player I had never watched. This is the 1994 card, boys. This is the OG, the original Gale Sayers
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Playoff Club 1994 playoff. This was no number, right? So it was, they did the playoff club cards. They were like 1 per 20 packs, but he was like a different one. So I don't know if he was like, he replaced the one you got in the box normally of like a current player. They actually have autographed versions of this card.
Wow.
Ooh.
Like pack
And,
gold autos.
Yeah. And
Wow.
they were 1 in 12,096 packs. So do the math on that. But I remember I pulled this card and my grandmother thought, oh my God, I've heard of Gale Sayers. This must be a really, really valuable card. You can get it for like $2. There is one listed for 75. I would recommend not getting that one.
Of course there is.
But this card, as cool as it is, this card is also the reason that my grandmother made me watch Brian's song.
Oh, okay.
She's like, oh, Gale Sayers, Brian's song. She made me watch it with Billy D. Williams and who played Piccolo, James Caan. Right. So for the kids out there, it was a movie about Gale Sayers' teammate who died of cancer, I believe. Right. So they made a movie out of it. So my grandmother made me watch Brian's song the day I pulled this card. So I'll never forget it. But it is a really cool card. The Kansas Comet right here. And back then it was kind of unheard of to have players who weren't in the game anymore to be in packs. Like they do it all the time now.
Mhm.
Like you're still pulling Dan Marino cards out of Prism and Select and stuff like that. But back then, this was like, oh, that's weird. He hasn't played. He's black and white. He has not played for a long time. But they had his card as a special insert. So this is the actual one from 1994. I pulled. Love this card. Never leaving the PC. I'm still. If someone knows where the auto version is, I've looked several times. I can't imagine what that costs. But
Yeah.
there it is. That's my card.
Wow, great
Man.
card.
Yep. Miss playoff. Like, I mean, that was so cool. I
Mhm.
remember when it first opened, like, I think 93 was the first year they had it, maybe.
I think you're
Jerome
right.
Bettis'
Yeah.
rookie year. I
Yeah.
remember just opening it. It's like, and you know, it's just a different technology on a card, and just looking at it, it's like just being amazed at how cool this looked compared to all the 1991 tops and 1990 tops and 1992 tops that I've opened. Like, here's this crazy new cool technology. And then Gale Sayers, my dad was a Bears fan. Loved Gale Sayers, loved Walter Payton. So like the two of his favorite people. So that's a really cool card. That's an awesome card.
And they were so much thicker than the regular cards too. They were the first set that really came out that were a lot thicker card stock. I loved Playoff. I mean, they were one of the companies that were like, when you were a small shop, you were able to buy from. So like, I have a lot of appreciation for some of those companies, Pacific and Playoff and Action Pact and Pinnacle, that they helped support the smaller dealers at a time where like Tops and Upper Deck and were like, no, you're too little to buy from us. If you want to buy from us, you have to buy 20 cases. It's like,
that sounds like history.
Almost like
almost. Huh.
Almost
Weird.
Except there's nobody else to buy from now.
Right,
so.
exactly.
All right. Well, they were 3 great cards because we always give you great cards. We'll be back next week. See you guys.
See ya.
See you, boys.